something strange is happening to humanity. We are living in the most connected era in history. For the first time ever, billions of people can talk instantly across time zones. We carry the entire world in our pocket. Yet, people have never felt more alone. Today, millions of people wake up. They check their phone instantly, scroll for hours, speak to nobody meaningful. They eat alone, work alone, smoke 20 cigarettes a day. They sleep alone. And the cycle repeats again. And here is the most terrifying part. This is not just an emotional problem. It is becoming economic crisis, a healthcare crisis, demographic crisis, housing productivity crisis, a civilization level crisis. World Health Organization now says loneliness affects around 1 in 6 people globally. This means that around 100 deaths in every hour is linked with loneliness and social isolation worldwide. Think about it, an invisible feeling, but powerful enough to affect our finances, economic, government, healthcare system, and the future of entire nation. And if the current trend continues, the world may become one of the most loneliest society in the human history, and also one of the most expensive societies to survive in. In this video, you will understand that how loneliness is becoming a finance problem, an economic problem, a lifestyle problem. And you must watch this video because this silent crisis is changing how we spend, how we earn, how we work, how we build our relation, and even survive in this modern crisis. Namaste friends, I'm Rohini and you're watching the knowledge series of Fincash.com. In many developed countries, living alone has become normal. In Japan, single-person households now make up over 1/3 of all households. Across Europe, household size continues shrinking while people increasingly live independently. And India is slowly moving in the same direction. Urbanization, migration, career-focused lifestyle, late marriages, smaller families, rental culture, gig economy jobs, remote work. Everything is quietly redesigning human relationship. And here is the irony. Technology promised to connect humanity. Instead, many people now experience something dangerous. You can have thousands of followers on social media, 500 contacts on phone, endless reels, daily notification, and still have nobody to call during crisis. This is modern loneliness. And from economic perspective, isolated lifestyles also create new consumer behavior. That means more individual spending. The WHO now warns that young people are among the loneliest group globally, which is shocking because youth was considered to be the most social phase of life. Now many adults spend less time outside, less time with friends, less time in communities, less time building relationships, and more time consuming screens. We built a world where most people are always visible, but rarely truly seen. Let's talk about money, because loneliness is expensive. It's very expensive and most people don't realize it. Let's look at how economics worked for centuries. Families shared cost. One home, one kitchen, one electricity bill, one refrigerator, one washing machine. Shared caregiving, shared responsibility, shared survival. Now compare that with modern urban living. One person, one apartment, one salary, full rent, full utilities, full groceries and household cost. Everything becomes expensive. This is one reason that modern cities feel financially exhausted. Not because incomes stop growing alone, but because shared living structures are collapsing. People increasingly live economically isolated lives, and economic isolation creates financial pressure. Maybe one of the biggest hidden taxes of modern life is the loneliness tax. This is the silent financial cost of living in isolation. Living, eating, aging, all of these alone cost more. Even emotional survival increasingly becomes commercialized. Therapy subscription, entertainment platform, convenience app, impulse spending, digital escapism. Modern loneliness quietly creates new spending patterns. In cities like Mumbai, Bengaluru, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, housing costs are becoming so extreme that relationships themselves are being delayed. People aren't just postponing marriage emotionally, they are postponing it financially. Look at India's urban class today. Many young profession earns more than the previous generation ever did. Yet many also feel more poorer, more anxious, more financially trapped. India is currently standing between two worlds. One is traditional society and other is hyper-modern urban capitalism. And millions of young Indians are stuck in between. Today's generation faces pressure previous generation never experienced at this scale. Expensive education, competitive career, housing inflation, job uncertainty, social comparison, lifestyle pressure, digital expectation, and constant exposure to others people perfect life. Modern relationships are no longer just emotional decision. It has become economic negotiation. A single person earning 1 lakh per month today still struggle with questions like, can I afford rent? Can I afford marriage or children? Can I afford school fees or survive in the city? Can I buy a house turning before 40? This is economic burnout. And social media has made expectations even worse. Now people aren't just comparing relationship, they are comparing lifestyle. Everything has become like performance, and this performance is creating exhaustion. And the result is many people, despite being connected to humans everywhere, they still feel disconnected. They still feel alone or isolated. When enough individuals stop creating families, entire economics begin to change, and this creates national consequences. And this is leading to birth crisis in India. India's birth rate has officially dropped below the replacement level, with total fertility rate falling to 1.9 children per woman. Countries like Japan, South Korea, Italy are facing severe birth rate decline. And this isn't just about babies, it affects the entire economy. Now imagine this, fewer young people means fewer workers, fewer taxpayers, less soldiers to protect our borders, shrinking labor force, pension pressure, aging population, slower economic growth. Entire economic system were designed assuming population would continue growing. But now many nations face the opposite problem, population stagnation or decline. Loneliness is not just a social problem, it is becoming a business model. Think about how many industries benefit from people living alone. Food delivery, streaming platform, dating apps, solo travel, pet industry, convenience app, single person apartment, subscription services. Even algorithm driven social media profits from prolonged isolation and screen dependence. The lonelier society becomes, the larger some industries benefit. Because modern capitalism do not sell products anymore. They increasingly monetize, which means they make business out of human emotions. This does not mean that businesses are evil, but it reveals something important. Modern capitalism adapts to human behavior, and loneliness is now a growing consumer pattern. AI companions are becoming emotionally sophisticated. Some people already talk more to artificial intelligence than to family members. Think about it, how unbelievable it may sound 20 years down the line. And this creates frightening further question. If loneliness becomes a problem, will world come together to solve it or monetize it further, which means create business out of it, because even human attention has now become world's most valuable commodities. Will loneliness continue rising? Will marriage continue declining? Will birth rates keep collapsing? Will AI companions become emotionally normal? Will future generations prefer digital relationship over real ones? Or will humans eventually discover community again? Because history shows something important. Humans can survive poverty, war, disasters, but prolonged disconnection, that changes civilization itself. And this is why this topic may be uncomfortable, because almost watching this video have felt lonely at some point in life.
Do you feel lonely?
I mean, there are times when I feel lonely, yes.
But perhaps the real solution to modern loneliness is not simply more technology. Maybe it's rebuilding intentional human connection. Today, friendship requires effort, family requires time, communities require participation. Human connection now has to be protected consciously. And this is not just about emotional importance, it's about financial too. Because strong relationships often reduce economic pressure. Families share responsibilities, friends create support system, communities reduce emotional and financial stress. Even financially, Humans survive better together than alone. Maybe one of the biggest modern society made was believing that independence means isolation. No, it does not. Real strength is building a meaningful support system, emotionally, socially, financially. This also means young people must become more aware of modern system influence behavior. Because today, endless scrolling replaces conversations, convenience replaces community, digital validation replaces real belonging, and consumption often replaces emotional fulfillment. This is dangerous, not just for mental health, but also for financial health. Many people today spend money not because they truly need something, but because they are emotionally exhausted. Modern loneliness quietly influences financial behavior more than people realize, which means perhaps one of the smartest investment people can make is not just on real estate, SIP or stock, but in relationship, friendship, family bonds, emotional health, and meaningful human connection. Because these things may become increasingly rare in modern society, maybe the future's biggest luxury won't be wealth. It won't be status or follower. Maybe the ultimate luxury would be simply about how genuinely people care about you. Okay, so it is your life, invest wisely. Now, here investment does not mean finances, it also means investing your time in relationship, in building a life where you have your loved one around and create a strong support system, and never let emotions or social media or the modern life take toll over you.